Support the ones that support you. My man Brian has been down with me since day one, so I had to come check out his new spot. We're over in Minnesota, going into Fine Furnish. Let's take a look around. When I tell you social media will open up doors that you never even think of, like, I can't even stress it enough. And I know it sounds super cliche, but as I come into Brian's shop, and I, I'll give you a little backstory. Like, I met Brian, I don't know, 4 or 5, maybe even 6 years ago, and just to come into his shop and see where he's kind of taken his business to, and to understand that, like, I literally met this guy off of social media. We're in the same kind of industry. We post the same kind of stuff. He hit me up one day like, hey, I'm coming into Milwaukee. Would it be okay if I stopped in to take a look and see if you got anything that I would be interested in buying? And I mean, we just kind of hit it off, like, from day one, not just as business people or as businessman. I see him as, a genuine, real person, a nice person, a family man like myself that's just trying to build something unique and something different in his town. As I'm walking through his new space, this is his space. This is a building that he just bought as of this year. As I'm walking through the space, I can see, like, the effort. I can see the progression. I can see the man that's, like, growing into this new home of his. And I hope that, like, as you're looking at this video and you're looking at how it's laid out, like, you can see the time and effort that's went into making this space special. Because, I mean, as a shop owner, I can see that. What's unique about this space is he's divided it into a couple different sections, and each section is a different dealer from a different state. That's really cool. Most antique malls you go to, they're going to have dealers that are all from the same location or same general area. This is actually a huge space being curated by multiple dealers, but you can tell that there's a standard at how and what's being brought in here. And I think that's being set by the owners of Fine Furnish, Brian. This space right here, it spoke to me. It's a lot of post-mod design in here. This clock, I mean, it looks like a Movado watch. This space just talks to me. I think mid-century is definitely not going anywhere, but you can start to see that post-mod is starting to make a huge push into the market. As you come into the back of the building, you're gonna walk into a space it just feels so good. I mean, he's got vinyl back here, but the amount of case goods, I've never seen this amount of case goods in one space at one time. The space back here, it feels nice and open. It's not crowded or anything like that, but there is a lot of stuff back here, to the point where, I mean, he's got an Airstream back here. I think at some point he said that he's going to actually turn this into his office, but the amount of stuff, it's just going to blow your mind. There's so many options. There's dressers, there's credenzas, there's hutches, there's buffets, there's dining tables, there's bookcases, it's just all here. It's all here, and it's all good quality furniture. A lot of it's going to looks like a lot of teak. There's rosewood. He does a lot of Danish, Scandinavian design. Obviously, I've shown you some of the post-mod. There's industrial in here. It's just, to me, like, it's literally some of the best stuff that you're going to find in this area. It made me wish I would have brought the proper vehicle for shopping. This trip was literally, I came out here to see a space, and I came out here to see some other things, but it wasn't a business trip. This was a trip to come out and support a friend, support a colleague in business, and to see what they've accomplished. And I'm proud of them. I hope that, if you are ever in the Minnesota area and you are looking for mid-century modern furniture, you have to, without a doubt, stop at Fine Furnish. It's the man of the hour, Brian.
How's it going?
What you want to tell us about Fine Furnish?
Excited to be here, man. This is great. We've been doing this since 2011. This is our third location, well, fourth. Started out of our house, then moved to a warehouse about a mile away, and that's where we started. Then we were at a storehouse a mile away that way, and now we bought this ridiculous place.
So this is your permanent home now, right?
Sure hope so.
And what are your hours?
So we're 6 days a week now, pretty much 11 to 6, Wednesday through Monday. And
Okay.
then we're open a little early on Saturday, 10 to 7.
Location?
2014 Central Avenue, Northeast, Minneapolis. Been
Okay.
Northeast since 2011.
And square footage of storefront that people can come look at.
About 6-ish.
Okay.
We've got some more space in the back and downstairs that we might expand into, but
Okay.
it's
About 6,000.
It's a good amount, 6,000. Yeah.
Would that make you the largest mid-century shop in Minnesota? All right, that's what I need to hear.